Alright. Let's see about doing the 20% oxygen. I feel like I need a good name for this one. Eh, that's a shitty name, but whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna try to vent everything, and then, shit, man, this ship ships with no power whatsoever. I like this. Oh, fuck. Can I get back to that distress signal? No, I'm gonna just go straight for it. I always go to the distress signals, because they're the fun place. Eh. Brought the guy from the surface, he blew up the ship. You know, classic. Alright, so let's see, put my shitty Lanius guys. Alright, so I'm going for the challenge C before the loss of, to get, so I can get the Lanius, whatever, however you pronounce it, the Lanius Chivo for the ship B. So get to Sector 8 without your ship's net, with your ship's net oxygen levels not exceeding 20%. So you have to basically leave pretty much the entire ship vented, or just kill your guy, but whatever, or girl in this case, I suppose. But you know, just one room, you get 6%, and you can do a few other rooms, and you don't, you're okay. But I'm a sucker for distress calls. Refugees. I love the refugees. 2 drone parts for 9 fuel? Yes, please. Can never have enough fuel, especially at the beginning. Never did the math, but it probably takes something on the order of like 80 fuel to get to the entire, to get through the entire, probably more than that. I think the most jumps I ever had is 100, so, can I see stats without restarting? No. Alright, so attack the ship. Of course I attack the ship. Oh, he's got hacking too, for fuck's sake. Let's see. Well, it depends on where he hacks. He hacked my hacking. I don't care about that in the slightest. Alright. Well, we will wait for the chain laser to be ready. And then we're gonna go ahead and hit his weapons, because I really just don't want to get damaged. I don't know what happened. I think my ion stunner hit one of his shots, because I didn't even see it come back in. But that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. But whatever. God damn it! This is not how I wanted this to go. I don't want the clone bay offline though. Alright, no shields. Alright, there we go. Now we're in Fat City. And we'll put the yeah, I'll take down your shields. And I'll use the stunner to keep the piloting offline. Get back to wherever you're going. Which one of these is whose? Oh, your engines, so your guns. Shit, did I just do that backwards? Yeah, I did. For fuck's sake. It depends on the ship whether I shoot shields or weapons first. You know, it depends on whether I think how bad it's gonna hurt me. You know, I think in this case that I wanted to shoot the weapons first, because I knew if I got one of those two offline, I'd be in Fat City. Took way more damage than I really wanted this game, though. Investigate the station. Hey! The laser charger. Not the worst gun. Gives you 6 seconds. It's basically a, you know, it's not terrible, but, you know, it'll do. Don't have the power to use it yet, but first thing I'm going to do is upgrade my engines, because god damn it, this ship has nothing. Even with both systems manned, and then I'm only at 20% evasion. That just sucks. I was close. You see that? I almost got up to 20% oxygen because the stupid hacking closed these doors. If I was smart, I would have turned off O2, but I'm not smart. But I was okay. This time. Sensor station. Well, there's enough of the sector left for a sensor station. See, now he's got one heavy, you know, that's a heavy laser 1. That won't be able to do any damage by itself. This is a beam 2 drone. This can fuck my world up if this hits my shields. So, what I'm thinking is turn off the clone bay for now. I don't need that. We're going to send a hack drone to its. I can only do 4-second hack, so I'm going to hit the weapons, and then I'll aim with my guns to disable this shield, his drones. You see, when you do the hack, it actually slows down their recharge, and then it'll come back. And so it gives you a lot more time than you might have had otherwise. Right now, see, I'm in Fat City. His shields are offline. For now. Well, not his shields. His drone's offline. And he can't hurt me. So I'm going to try to make sure that drone stays offline. Alright, I'm in pretty good shape here. He's going to need 3 power for that beam 2 drone. So I can just work on my evasion and my guns here. And now I'm in real Fat City. It's just, you know, turn on all fire. Who cares? And hack again, because why not? Really, I shouldn't hack. You know, I should let this guy shoot as many times as he wants and build up my skills. But, you know, I don't want to do that. That's boring. Alright. So the map's been updated. Woo. Oh, that's a lot of fun. It's a sun, asteroid field, and I gotta, well, I pretty much have to go through one of those. Theoretically, I could go back to this guy and go around, but that's stupid. That's a waste of fuel. So, you know, I hate the sun. But, you know, with Alenia's ship, you know, most of the ship's going to be vented. Fires are going to go out real quick. So, I will go ahead and go to the sun. Where's the sun? This one. It's either going to be boarders, which they're going to die, or it's going to be another ship. And that's fine. Oh, they have mind control. That just sucks. Well, here we go. Hacking. Nothing more fun than hacking mind control. Not only does your guy get unmind controlled, but they might get you control one of theirs. Haha! Sucks to be you. It's only a short mind control for the length of your hack, but it's better than. Oh, he's gonna fuck my world up right now. Oh, all right. Let's get those guns offline. All right, now we're in good shape. He can't do shit to me now. The only thing I worry about now is I want to take those shields offline. So let's wait and leave the stunner until I can get the chain lasers about ready. And he hacked me again. He mind controlled me again, so I hacked him. Of course, there's a fire here that ain't gonna last much longer. And I mean, you know, at this point, pretty much game over for this battle. But now, I never like to accept surrender unless they offer a really cool perk. You know, like sometimes you get something really cool. So this sucks. I mean, whatever. So no surrender, no thank you. Yeah, so you can see his weapons are damaged. You know, orange just means that they're damaged, and red means completely destroyed. So, I mean, this ship is fucked, you know? I mean, the only thing I should worry about here is the sun. You know, I don't want to spend too much time here. The sun gets in here, it's not going to be happy times. You know, sometimes the sun a flare can knock out one of your systems in one shot. You take one hull damage. Nobody likes that, so goodbye, ship. And see, the perks aren't, you know, I got a drone part instead of 4 missiles, and I got a little bit more scrap. So, I mean, it's just, or, no, excuse me, the fuel. I got 2 missiles. I mean, you know, the drone parts are nice because of the hacking. Scrap's nice, too. Typically, at this stage in the game, early in the game, I want as much scrap as I can get. I also want to go to as many ship battles as I can. But I really don't like wasting fuel by going to the same spots. I'm probably stupid in that, but that's what I do. Now, this is my favorite. So, look. This is defend the outpost. This is the potential for double rewards. If you defeat the scout, you get both the rewards from beating the scout. You get the rewards from the outpost. And not only that, but look, this guy doesn't even have shields or a cloak. Sometimes you come across these scout drones with the cloak and no shields, and that can be a pain. Sometimes you can't see without higher sensors, but sometimes they have really powerful engines, so they evade a lot. Well, we'll find out. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy, and I'll shoot the stunner at his piloting. You know, see if I can disable that. See, he's got enough weapons that he can pound through my shields. This is basic laser. This is this looks like a burst laser 2. Excuse me, burst laser 1. So his piloting is offline, and now his guns are too. Now I'm switching from guns to shooting at his engines, just so you know I can hopefully get a couple more evasion points. No, and I don't have a shield guy, and I don't care about shields right now, so who cares? Boom, sucker. So here's the first reward. You know, fuel, drone, scrap, not too bad, and the outpost. So fuel, drone, and more scrap, not too bad. For Sector 1, you know, it'll do. I really want more power, so I don't want to have to keep toggling systems, and I'd love to have more evasion. I cannot stress how important evasion is. 25%, you know, it'll do. And now if I need to, it's probably easier, I can just take this down to fire up the clone bay. I can leave the clone bay offline unless I know that one of my crew's near death, because not like the med bay, you know, who cares? So let's see, I've got enough fuel. I can go to here, I can go to here, to here, to here. I don't want to go up there, just because I'd have to double back, so I'll take the path less taken, and that made all the difference. No, a no-op event. Boo. Nothing going. Alright, here's another possible dual rewards, the 8th civilian ship. Typically, these pirate ships in Sector 1 are shit, and you could dispatch them with no problem. So, chain ion, you know, you can fire 3 ions. That could be not happy for this, and that's a basic laser. So, I think the cooldown of this is 10 seconds. These guys, each one of them charges at 6. Chain laser starts out, I think, 16. You know, so I mean, it's not, you know, he's going to get a set of shots off unless I use a hack drone. So, I am going to do just that. That'll give me some time to get my weapons up to speed. And hopefully I'll be able to get a salvo off here before he gets... Maybe he'll be stupid and store up his chain ion. We'll see. You know what? I'm not even going to bother to see if it hits. Alright. Now we're in Fat City. He can fire off that basic laser all he wants. Oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't even notice that my shield was down, but... On the plus side, fighting fires in a airless environment, you know, that works pretty well, pretty easy. So again, I'm gonna just focus my fire here. I'm gonna put the stunner on the piloting, chain laser just on engines, you know, just to make sure you can't dodge. Obviously, it's getting the shields first. You know what? That's exactly it. Why am I not shooting shields first? I don't know. I'm an idiot, but it doesn't really make a difference. Alright, now shields are down. Or they're, down enough. May as well then. Oh, bye-bye ship. Well, not a bad reward. Now, the civilian ship may or may not have stuck around. Oh, this can also happen too. They did not... I think... I'm not sure, but sometimes they give you some stuff and it says, like, yeah, you get some stuff and that's cool. Sometimes they fly... They're like, they took a chance to go away. And it's like, alright, fine, you took away. Good for you too. I think this one gives you the most rewards when the crew didn't survive. You basically take what you can, so... 2 fuel, 2 missiles, 7 scrap, you know. I got a good amount of fuel so far, so... Let's give me another power bar. Yum, power bars. So I can just, you know, feel a little bit safer. You don't have to do that, you know? You can always leave yourself a couple power short of powering all systems, because it doesn't really matter. Ha ha! Intruders on board. Good luck, suckers! They are in the clone bay. I don't want them to be there, but they're gonna die. Oh! Hello. Well, you know what? I have a clone bay, so as long as the clone bay stays alive, I don't care. I mean, Layla can die. She's got some good evasion here. You know, she'll lose a little bit if she's cloned, but I don't really care. I'll use the Lennius here to wipe out this guy. What I can do here, too, is I'll pressurize this section, so... I'll see if I can save Layla. Layla is at 2 health, and she's going to move into a room with no oxygen. She's probably going to die. I don't know what happened here, but... Yep! Oh, she died. But that's okay, Clone Bay! And, oh, I'm stupid. I should... Well, it doesn't really matter. I'll dip... And I'll pressurize the Clone Bay just so that when Layla wakes up, she'll be good to go. Watch that health go down. Alright, so now, here's the interesting part about the Clone Bay. I can't heal these guys. You know, Aisha is going to be stuck at suck health for a while here. And that's why I'm going to pressurize the whole section all the way from the clone bay to the piloting. But you know what? Now that I think about it, that gives me a chance of possibly violating my 20% oxygen. So I don't want to do that. So I'll do it 2 rooms at a time here. You know, O2's pumping, so I bet this room is good. Yep. So I'll depressurize the clone bay. And I'll pressurize O2. It's not very easy within a nebula without sensors offline. I could use one of these guys to see how this is going. Don't want him to suck all the O2 out, but you know. So now I can make this room. And pressurize hacking. This is fucking boring, but you know what? Every hit point counts. So alright. Vent O2. I don't want to pressurize anything if I can avoid it. Probably should use the other guy, but whatever. Okay. Oh no, don't go that way, stupid. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but... So we can vent hacking, pressurize the pilot board. Ah, ba-dum, 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 boom. Alright, I'm guessing we're good now. Yep. So we'll vent the room next. We probably didn't have to, but... oxygen 1%, nice. Yeah, it'll take some time for oxygen to get up to, I think about, what was that, 6%? I don't know. Some percent that's not 1, but I don't really care. If I were playing for super hard, if I was super try hard right now, I would wait for this to get to full, but I don't care. I mean, exit sectors rarely have a battle anyway. Not rarely, but... hey! Free hull missile, I'll take it. Not my favorite weapon, but... I mean, 4 damage on a systemless room, that can wreck a ship pretty quick if you need to. Now, see, here's the fun part. I don't think a lot of people... I know some people on the FTL subreddit know this, but I always prefer to take the route that's going to give me the most bad guy sectors, the most red sectors. You get the most battles in those, and while obviously that means you get the most damage, or potential damage, you also get the most battles, which means you get the most scrap and rewards, so you're best prepared for the flagship at the end. So if I look here, if I go the top route here, I can, you know, I go through an NG sector, go through, you know, another one. But I've got mostly red sectors the whole way. I can even get my choice here. If I go the bottom route, first I have to go through nebulas, which suck. And I get 2 reds, and I can go through a civil, you know, some sort of green sector, and you know, I'm gonna go top. You know, I get a couple choices, and having an early sector as a green sector is probably okay. You know, plus the NG music is cool. So yeah, and see the clone bay. You know, I know some people are probably new to the way that FTL Advanced works, but the clone bay will heal your guys a little bit per sector. So if I mouse over here, you can see it heals crew 8 hit points per jump. So, you know, you can see it here, even more detail on the right. You know, it shows, I can't move the cursor to outline it, but, you know, level 1, 8 hit points to jump, level 2, 16, and level 3, 25. So, and it's really cool, too, because you don't even have to have the clone bay power to get that benefit. It does have to not be damaged, though. I don't have enough power to upgrade it, but usually on this ship, I will upgrade the clone bay pretty quick. Now, I love stores as much as the next guy, but I have 12 scrap, and I mean, I could sell these guys, but I mean, what would the point be? You know, the laser charger is going to be a decent weapon for me if I keep it. You know, I'll have to go up to 5. Effectively, I could use these 3 at 5 power and 5 weapon power, and be able to pierce. You know, I mean, theoretically, pierce 4, even 4 level 4 shields, but everyone would have to hit. So I mean, more likely, I'd get to be able to pierce 2 and 3 with relative impunity. The whole missile, I think, sells for about 25, 30. So that still doesn't give me much to work with. So you know what? Then I can't even jump anywhere. Just screw that. So I sometimes like to hang back in the left side of the sector, just to get the most out of it. Hey, look, some free stuff. NG Science Station. Experiment with technology such as missiles and drones and scrap. Not too experimental, if you ask me. I always like to check, you know, I've got some scrap here I could upgrade, but I like to check to see if there's a store around. You know, you never know if you want to do a store. If you want to, you know, I could use a repair. I never full repairs. I feel like that's a waste of money. There's enough, you know, events out there that heal your ship that I don't want to go through that. So I do see there's a store here. And I've got 38 scrap now, plus the 20 or so from the whole missile I plan to sell. So, what I'll then do, what I love to do this, is I'll bounce around and hit as many waypoints as I can before going to the store. So, it looks like I can hit these easily. I can hit these 2 guys, and that way I can jump in. Hit this one, and then go to the store. Distress call. So this one, if I remember correctly, this one it could be a Mantis trap, could be an NG ship with Mantis boarding it, or it could be an actual NG ship needing some help. So let's see. Oh, in this case, it's actually a Mantis ship as opposed to a Mantis on an NG ship. So I'm not too worried. They don't have teleporter, but even if they did, you know what? I got my ship vented. So what are they gonna do? So. And they've got an ion and a mini beam. I think that's a stunner, just like mine. So, computer's pretty dumb. You know, they don't layer their weapons in the right way. So they'll fire these as soon as they're ready. The stunner, you know, if it's manned, it'll take about 9 seconds. Mini beam, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's something around the same. So if they fire at the same time, mini beam, you know, takes less than a second to fire. It'll fire right away, and then the ion stunner takes a while to get there. So, you know, I don't have to worry too much about this guy's weapons at first until they sync up. And the computer's also not smart with their beams. You know, the mini beam against this ship could theoretically hit at least 3 rooms, maybe even 4 if they did it right. Yeah, right here you could do 4 rooms with the mini beam. Here you could even do 4 rooms, 3 of them systems. But the computer's not smart. Mini beam will usually hit just 2 rooms from the computer. So I still don't want to take any damage here, really. I mean, obviously you never want to take damage, but I'm already at half health. And if I take any shots on shields, I'll have no shields, and then that mini beam can totally wreck me. So I am going to aim at the weapons first, but I'm not going to use a hacking drone, because I only have 9. And let's see if my memory is right. If these guys, I think they're going to fire at almost the same time. Nope, I was wrong. Close. All right, so it was close. So we got this. He did get the hack bay. The hack bay. It's not a hack. So I'll send you know, Aisha over there to repair it while I'll send the stun shot out now. And chain laser. Boom. Fat City again. So I don't know if you saw there, but I toggled. I had auto fire on from the last battle. I typically leave it off unless I know what I'm doing, unless I know exactly why. So, and so I'll put the stunner on the piloting again to just keep the piloting down. I mean, a single ion stunner is not going to be able to keep shields down 100%. One level of shields. The shield will regenerate before it can fire again. So until I take the shields out, this will just hit this will hit the shields. So I'll point the chain laser at the shields, and now the shields are basically down. I mean, they only had 1 bar of shields, one bubble, and the shield system is damaged, which means that not destroyed. It took 2 hits, 2 damage, which means they had a 3rd bar in there. Sometimes enemy ships do that. Sometimes you can do that too as a little buffer for damage. Whatever. But now it's gonna. I mean, they're Mantis on this ship. They can't repair for shit. So I mean, I'm pretty much free and clear here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot the engines because why not? Just in, you know, this is gonna be freebie because their engines are down. So again, if I was tryharding here, I could just not fire the chain laser for a little bit and get my guys some weapons experience firing the stunner until they pose a threat again. But it's 11:56 at night. I don't really want to spend forever playing right now, so. So you get the scrap, you get the rewards from busting the Mantis ship, and I don't remember exactly. I think this is the NG thing where they ask for your assistance, maybe? I don't know. Oh, no, so it's a nothing. Whatever. So we'll bring Aisha back to the engines. And, again, the plan here is to, you know, hit one more waypoint or beacon. I believe beacon they're called here, and then I'll jump back to the store. So this is one of my favorite new events in whatever the hell this game is called, Advanced Edition. Is these higher events that come not at a station. And because you almost, I mean, the Zoltan. This is a Zoltan. They cost 60 at a station at a store, and NGs cost 55. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at that deal. You know, I can only hire one of them though. I've never seen this backfire. I don't know if it can, like as far as, you know, a bad thing happen. But and this is a tough choice. You know, both of these guys could be really helpful. Wherever I put the next guy, I'm going to put is manning shields. And I do like to have Zoltan's doing shields. It does mean I'm going to have to pressurize another room. So be it. Now that I'm not a Nebula, though, I can pretty easily do this without a. As soon as that. No, I don't need to. What am I doing? Well, yeah. So now I want to pressurize shield room. I don't want. I got plenty of time, you know. I'm being really over anxious here, making sure that the oxygen level doesn't get too high. But I got plenty of buffer before that happens. So now I got an extra energy bar. Woohoo! But I also have like no scrap. Yeah. I mean for the store. So. See? Oh, it's not 55 for NGs at the store, it's 50. But still, it was 26 at the random event, so. Let's see. So, Homeless was 65, so I'll get 32 for it. These weapons, I don't have no interest in them. I can't afford them anyway. Fire suppression is great on a ship that is not already vented mostly, so. Shield charge booster is not really worth it. I mean, it's better than nothing, of course, but. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell my hull missile because I really don't want the hull missile. I could hire another NG, but, you know, instead I'm just going to fix the hull up. I like to fix till it gets just 1 bar into green. Or just... Okay. I don't want to spend any more than that. You know. That's about right. So I got... Well, let's take a look at the jump. So I hit distress signal. I always go to distress signals because I'm a sucker. But, so I got 53, so I can upgrade engines, and I already have a spare power bar. Now we're talking. We're at the 30% here. You know, this is what I'll do. I'll always get engines up to, almost always, get engines up to four bars, which with unskilled crew members gets you 30%. If you get them to the next level, you know, these guys, you'll get a little bit more, you know, but the best thing, too, about upgrading engines is that by racing your evade, you evade more, and you get more skill points for these guys so they level up faster. It's kind of a win-win. It is nice to have shields, too. So, I mean, once I get to 4 engine bars, I almost always save for shields. If you power them at the same time you buy them, it's 100 scrap to get the second shield bubble all at once. So, hello, distress call. An NG ship under attack by a rebel fighter! Okay. So let's look. He's got a drone system, he's got a missile launcher, he's got, I think that's a basic laser, possibly a burst 1. You know, this is, depending on what that drone is, this fight might suck. So I'm going to see about using the hack drone. Okay, so it's a defense drone, so that's actually answers my question for me. It would shoot down my hack drone no problem, so I do not like the look of that missile launcher. A missile launcher that looks like this, I'm pretty sure this is an Artemis, meaning it's a 1 power, 2 damage missile. And I don't like that at all. The Lido also looks sort of like this, but I think it's a little shorter. And that's a 1 power, 1 damage. So yeah, it's basic. I don't have to worry about the basic laser at all as long as I keep my shields up. The missile, I do not like the looks of that. It's gonna, no matter what I do at this point, it's gonna get a shot off, and it's, you know, I hope it doesn't hit. So I'm gonna do the same trick I do every time, which is I'll save my stunner to fire right before the chain laser, aim at the weapons, and let's see how it goes. Yeah, there goes that missile. And it landed in a room that I don't care about. And it was a Lido. It only did 1 damage, so... again, I had auto fire on. I'm turning it off because I want to make sure I fire deliberately. And then we're in Fat City again. It's wonderful how this works out. You know, if you're doing it right... Oh, shit, what am I doing? So, yeah, just like before, I'm going to put the stunner on auto fire. Shield, basically shields until it's going to hit the... and then I'll hit piloting. Now, look, they've already repaired 1 bar here in the... in weapons. That means either that they've got a repair drone, or probably an NG, or possibly even both. So, I have to keep aware of that, because that's going to power up pretty soon. Alright, so now it's already got its weapon, its missile back, it's got engines back to full power. So, I mean, this is not a happy time for me. It's probably going to get another missile shot off. And look at that, the shield's already back to full. Oh, and then my shields are down, so... You can send a Lanius crew into a room with somebody else for a little while before the power before the O2 gets really low. So I'll send him in here and get my shields up as fast as possible. I like to leave the guy on weapons. Hopefully that will help me out here. I did get one of the lasers got in under the shields, and so his weapons are back down to 1 bar. So that took the missile launcher offline, but. You know, but my shields are down, so that laser doesn't look very happy either for me. Alright, so I took a shot in the engines, but as you can see, my chain laser's all the way booted up now. So it fires pretty fast. So, you know, send a... So if I just basically... What I'm aiming to do here is keep firing... I'm just going to keep firing at weapons, you know? Keep that down as much as I can, because I just do not want to take any more damage. And you know, I don't mind taking hits from the burst laser. You saw Allison here just got a shield recharge point, 2 out of 55. I mean, shield recharge takes forever to level up, but when you get a shield person to level, you know, double buffed or double experienced at shields, it's a 30% faster recharge. That's pretty sweet. You know. Shields aren't, you know, shield, if you're waiting on your shield recharge, you're doing something wrong. But certainly 30% ain't gonna hurt you. So, and Luan T is up to skilled in weapons, which I think brings you from 10 to 15%, which is not too bad. Poof. So this is a possible double reward event because I was that small NG ship, so I get 1 reward. Now this is a fun one. This is a fun choice. This is from the original edition, and so if you remember it, you know, you'll remember it. If you are able to do option 2 here, they will give you the NG Medibot buff, which is not great. I mean, certainly for that's a lot of cost there. If you give them 25 scrap, you may get nothing, or you may get something. And if you give them nothing, you get nothing. So, I'm feeling generous tonight. And so I give them that. They give me a healing burst, which I can sell for 20. So, I lost 5 scrap in the deal. And a healing burst is not a terrible weapon. For a boarding ship, it's awesome. And for any ship with a clone bay, it's not terrible because you can always fire it on your own ship and heal your own guys. But really, I would much rather have my 25 scrap back. So, I mean, I could plot out an exact path here, but again, it's late on fuck it. So, I'll try. I usually aim more to the left just to see if I can get sectors, beacons that I might not have hit otherwise. So this is cool too. So I've got, I mean, this event is this rebel ship at a small station. So I could get double rewards from this too. So a heavy one and a mini beam. It depends on. In FTL standard, you were pretty safe in this arrangement because the recharge rate on the heavy is faster than the mini beam, and so it'll get the mini beam on the first salvo will get 1 damage in. Your shields will be back up in time to block it from hitting the second room. In Advanced Edition, the enemy crew can have skills. Like they can have these same sort of leveled up skills. So if they have the weapons, you know, manned by somebody with high skill, you know, they can get both damage in. So I don't want to take any damage. I've got 11 drones. I'm gonna hit them with a hack. There are lots of fun ways to use the hacking drone, but early in the game, I just really focus on not taking damage. And this is the boring way of doing it, no doubt. But, again, I accidentally left auto fire on, but... Alright, so now... poor guy, they're gonna try to... That guy, see the doors open there. The shield guy's gonna try to come in here. He's gonna have to shoot the door. Sucks to be him. Heavy laser's gonna fire. Either level up my shield or my evasion guys. You know, this is a good time. Or with any luck, that guy, what was that? Mara might even die from this. So funny to think about it as good luck, but I'll take out shields. So shield's damaged, but again, they had 3 bars of shield. The computer seems to do this a lot, give themselves an extra shield bar. Not a terrible idea, but not how I'd spend my scrap. And look, that guy's about to die. Oh, Mara died. So they're down to 2 crew, because there's obviously somebody piloting the ship. So, let's give him something to think about. Now, I hit him with the stunner, so he's stunned for 5 seconds, and is piloting this down. I mean, this ship is fucked. Now, so, it doesn't even matter where I shoot. Well, I'm going to shoot the stunner here, just... Alright. 3 fuel, 1 drone, 13 scrap. Nope, not good enough. Poof. Not bad scrap. Oh, this isn't the double word. I thought this was the one where you can actually see what the rebel station is doing. I think that's a drone event. My bad. Not really my bad, but... So I've got 30... Yeah. I'd like to upgrade my weapons, because if I get the 4 bars, I can, instead of using the stunner, use the charge laser here. And, not a great... A charge 2, you know, not a great weapon, but gives me 4 shots. So, It gives me a real good chance of penetrating, one or two shield bubbles. And I'm only in sector 2 now, but you still have a chance of hitting some two shield bubbles. Alright, so this pirate's got a heavy one and a basic laser, so he can definitely hurt me. The heavy will fire first. It's got a cooldown that's like 9 seconds, and heavy shots travel faster too than burst laser or regular laser shots. So I don't really want to, but again, like I said, I'm focusing on not taking damage. So I'll hack their weapons. It'll give me a little bit more time to avoid damage. I'm gonna let the chain laser fire as soon as, because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna fire, even if ship misses. See, that's exactly what I thought would happen. The heavy knocked down the shields. The basic got in, and hit my engines. That fire will go out in no time. I'll have this under control, but not where I really want it to be here. Shields are down. I mean, engines are down. Weapons are down. But that's an engine in there, so they're going to get them up pretty quick. Fire in a room I don't care about, but they've got some fire too. Their shield guy just moved out to go fight a fire somewhere. Somebody's trying to get in here, but that was a stupid move there. I let the chain laser fire before the stunner got there. Now that's weird. Their engine's trying to get out of here, obviously to put out a fire somewhere. But I mean, they're not going anywhere without weapons, so I don't know. Sometimes the computer can do some really weird things. But their shields are down, their weapons are down now, so now I just get mean and turn off their O2. Turn off their clone bay in case they actually try to heal themselves. They've obviously got their NG in the shield room. Boom! Now this, if I time this correctly, I think I can avoid the heat here, because the sound effect already went off, but the flare didn't actually happen. If I hit 1 then J really quickly, I think I'll be able to avoid it. I saw the flash. I don't know if there's any. I don't see any fire icons here, so I think I'm safe. I don't remember. I think there's some negative possible outcomes here. Maybe you run into something, but I know there's positive icons options here. So, or there's just a battle. So, no big deal. They're so they've got a teleport. They'll send over at least one mantis, maybe two, but they've got one base. So the borders are all I care about here. Because look, they got a mini beam. They can't get through my non-shield, and they send one border over. That's wonderful. He's gonna try to go into one of my manned rooms. This is a really good argument for having your shields your doors upgraded, because I could have kept him in a non-shielded room and had my way with him. But I'm gonna move Layla over to shields and move Aisha in here, just because she'll take some damage on the way over, but I definitely did not want to lose her. So Aisha will go back here, Luan T will go here, and I will slowly pressurize my way back to get her back. And I guess, I mean, the ship ain't gonna do anything now, but I may as well just, deal with it. No sense to really put any thought into this whatsoever. They can't hurt me with their weapons. They might beam over another guy, but what are they gonna do? There's really nothing they can do here. So again, if try hard, I could try to level up my weapons all the way to the max. And I definitely did that once. I was playing this game once, and I definitely went ahead and got into a battle like this. It was a little bit different. They had a burst, they had some sort of burst laser, but they didn't have a but they couldn't get through my shields. So I was able to level my shields, my evasion, and my weapons that couldn't hurt them. Because they had, I'd fire a weapon, and I managed to get not just the one guy in each one, but I managed to level. I rotated, so I got 4 crew that all were maxed out evasion, engines, and weapons and shields. Which is, it took me, you know, I would set it and I'd go make yourself a sandwich or whatever, but it took fucking forever. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So what am I looking at here? Alright. Tough call here. I love the stress beacons, but I don't think I can get back in time without hitting the rebel fleet. So let's see, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no way. Because if I just estimate here, that's 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps. I probably have 3 jumps before this is swallowed up. So I could do, I like, you know, it's still not going to be rebel controlled. I like flirting with danger. So I can do, what I'm thinking here is I'll do 1 sector, 1 beacon, then the store, and then the exit. You know, I could still use a little bit of repair work. My weapons aren't great, you know, so a store is a good idea. I don't have any good augments. I got the emergency respirators this guy starts with. Oh, you pirates and your tolls. F you. I don't really particularly like the super shield, but... And again, they've got a missile launcher and a stunner. The stunner doesn't bother me, but the missile launcher could do me some damage. Oh no, my doors! Don't really care. Woohoo! An evasion. So I'm content at this point to just leave these on auto fire. Nothing until at least the weapons are all the way down. Now switch these guys up. Whatever. There's obviously an NG on that ship. They're repairing fast, but until they get that missile launcher up, I'm not worried at all about them. Boom, bitch. Decent reward. The Lineas and their weird repair sounds. Not as cool as the rock and crystal glass. Tongue, tongue, tongue. That's the best. So 92 scrap would be pretty good for upgrades, but let's see what that store has in store. Haha, pun. Stupid puns. Some good stuff here. Oh, too bad I can't get that. Alright, I got some tough choices here, because I got a lot of stuff I like here. I love automated reloaders. I can't get enough of them. I could probably... Let's see, what could I sell? If I sell my heal, that gets me up... I mean, I could probably afford this pre-igniter. I could sell the... and I mean, nothing I have here is really pre-igniter worth, you know? I mean, getting that first 16-second charge out of the way for the burst would be nice, the chain burst. Because that first one's the worst. And the stunner in 10 seconds. You know, I mean, but pre-igniter really shines when you get, like, some heavier weapons, you know? And, I do love a heavy laser too, but 3 power is a lot. And I only have 3 power in my system. Charge 2 is whatever. Heavy laser 1 is one of my favorite weapons. 1 power and a heavy shot. And, you know, as you can see there on the right, fire chance, breach chance, stun chance. It can do, you know, it can do a lot. And as I said before, the shots for heavies travel faster than the regular lasers. So the question is, what do I want? I could even sell my emergency respirators. I don't really need them. They're nice to have my crew move around in the O2, in the, you know, the low oxygen areas. Definitely sell the heal bomb. That would get me up to 112. So if I really wanted the pre-igniter, the only real thing that makes any sense is to sell both these guys and buy it. You know, I don't... That's a little bold for me at this point. But if I buy the reloader, maybe I sell the heal bomb. So that's... Let's see, to sell them, that would make this cost 20. So I'd be down to 72. And 72, I could buy a backup. Don't need that. Do any of these guys have any skills? Another advanced edition bonus is the crew that you acquire mid-game could already be leveled up in certain areas. The more further you are into the game, the better chance. So none of these guys are leveled up, so I don't care. I do need to repair a little bit too, so let's start with that actually. And I'll buy the reloader because I love that. So if and I'll sell this heal bomb because I can already tell you I don't want that. So now the question for me here is, do I save this and upgrade my weapons, or do I buy the heavy laser one? And I tell you, I got weapons already. Not quite. I didn't do my math, but that's okay. Forgot my math homework. So, you know, here we go. This will be a oh, I mistimed it. Shit. The exit sector is glowing red. That means the rebels are going to be there. So, I may as well visit this beacon just to see what's there. I'm pretty sure that the severity of the rebels doesn't really matter how deep the bar is. So, you know, hey, maybe something good happens here. Hey, a battle. That can't be bad. Alright, so the enemy scout, forward scout, you know, they're going to try to warn the fleet of my position. I don't like that idea. So I'm going to go ahead and hack their... Do I want engines or pilot? I'm going to go with pilot. It doesn't really matter. And that will reduce their evasion to 0 and obviously stop them from charging the FTL. So I'll leave Clone Bay off for now. My crew are in healthy enough shape. I don't have to worry about them dying. And, you know, my first salvo is probably going to be on... You know, I'm going to go with both these guys. So one of these I'll point at weapons and one I'll point at engines, because I'll keep this guy working and healthy. And I'm going to save the hack until I'm ready to fire, because I want to make sure that all of my shots hit. Now they are going to get a salvo off. Probably the missile has a chance to hit, and one of either the drone or the burst or the basic laser has a chance to hit. So. Now the basic laser won't hit because the drone missed, but now the missile. Little pro tip here: if it certainly appears that the miss hit chance calculation happens at different times, depending on whether the shields are up or not. If the shields are up, the hit miss happens at the shield barrier. So you'll see that little miss come up when the weapon passes the shield barrier. If the shields are down, you won't get that little pop-up and the hit or miss calculated until it actually passes on the ship where it's going to hit. So I don't know. This burst hit, you know, and maybe this would have gotten through first, but I also see this big white flash here, which suggests to me that the missile passed through. So meaning I think the missile is going to hit. If I follow the trajectory, it's probably going to hit sensors or an empty room over here. Empty room. And it did 1 damage, not too bad, so I'm about ready to fire here, so I'm going to go ahead and hack. Turn off auto fire. So I don't know if you guys saw that, but one of these shots hit the enemy drone, which is not really what I wanted. But I did manage to disable their weapons altogether, so that's not bad. Once I get these charts up again, I'm going to go ahead and fire at shields and engines. Not really what I wanted. I was hoping to get a little bit more there and hoping their shields would be down. This is going to be tough. I'm going to have to... They're going to get to full charge real soon. So I got another hit on their engines, but their engines are still powered. And they just got off a missile, so I'm not really happy about how this is going. I don't care if they... Oh, they just took my hack out, so I can't even hack anymore. I don't really care if they jump away, because the fleet's already going to be on me, but I would rather kill them and get the scrap, you know? So, may as well power up, with hacking down, may as well power up the Clone Bay, just in case. And, oh, and now I have no evasion. That is just wonderful. So they don't have shields, so I'm going to go ahead and unload on piloting, and woohoo! Problem solved. I'll send Lanius over here to try to fix the hole in the ship. Layla's gonna have to go over here, so she's gonna get some damage, but you know, say Levi. Emergency respirators helps there a little bit. It's kind of funny, you know, that there's a hull breach here. I don't really need to repair it, but it just seems wrong to not repair it. You know what I mean? Little dubstep that these guys do when they're repairing. Alright, let's see. I know I'm probably pretty paranoid about this, but I'm going to go ahead and make sure these guys don't go through the room. We'll give Layla some oxygen to get through here. Layla. I'm a terrible singer. So, you know, gonna have to go through this. Not a happy time. So, what I like to think of here is what can I do to sort of increase my survivability? Because I just want to get out as fast as I don't want to fight that battle. With that anti-ship battery firing at you, you want to get the fuck out of there. So I really see this as I have two options. I can put another point into engines, which would give me my FTL, you know, a full FTL boost, you know. Or I could put the point into piloting, which won't get me out of there any faster, but just in case they do breach my shields, it will give me a chance to keep the piloting up for longer. I suppose I could also put a point into shields, because they are going to breach my shields at least once, and this would help a damage buffer. But I'm going to go with the engines. I'd rather just avoid damage as best as I can. Now the fifth engine bar is the last engine bar that gets you the full 5 extra dodge points. You know, if you look at the chart there, every upgrade after this gives you, the next 2 give you 3, and the last one gives you 4 dodge points. You know, which is really just evasion percentage. So 5 bars is usually where I hold off. You know, my ideal is that once I get to 4 engines, I'll do, you know, 2 more bars in shields, and then go up to 5 in engines. Then I'll stick around 5 for a while. You know. Because again, if you get your 2 crew guys, your engines and pilot leveled up to max, and you have level 5 engines, that's a 45% dodge chance, and that's you dodge a lot of shots when you're doing it that way. All right, so I put that there, and you know, I'm not even gonna bother with the weapons here. I'm charging all the weapons. You know, I'll go ahead and what I'll do is I'll keep the charge on and I'll put it on auto fire just to get, you know, some more. You know, I only need a few to get him up to full skill, so that's nice. And you know, I'll get those points as I go through here. But I'm not even. I don't. The ship I'm gonna face is gonna have at least 2 shield bars and, you know, probably some good weapons. So my plan is to go in there, put the charge laser on auto fire just to get the skill points. You know, keep the power like this. Send out the hacking drone on their weapons to try to give myself less damage, and we'll see how it goes. Ever since they added in the advanced edition the anti-ship batteries, this is just not a happy time. Oh, they even have a boarding party. So let's go ahead and really, the weapons on their ship are not that scary. A burst 1 and a flak 1, but it's worth it to just not deal with that. Now what I'm going to do here actually is, because I really don't want him, I don't like him, so I'm going to go ahead and man the door so he can't get out of there easily. And now, what's her face? Aisha will shoot at her, and you know, this stick's going to die pretty quick. Watch that health go down. Now, obviously, I'm not getting weapon points for Luan T, so I'll just hold on to my charge for now. And I'll go back. Now they're gonna get their both shots off at the same time. You know, not happy times for me. And the ship battery. Oh, this is not the way I really wanted this all to go. Alright, the anti-ship battery got me, but fortunately it missed everywhere that matters. Hey, Layla got welded up. We're just about out of here. Whew. Fucking A. Mantis. Mantis is my least favorite red sector. An Alanius ship, I would really hope to get an abandoned sector so I could possibly get some more Alanius crewmates. But between Mantis and Mantis, I guess I'll go with Mantis. So let's go ahead and pull back here. As I've said, I'm a sucker for distress calls. Now you never know. This is these events. I always do them if I have the fuel, and I do. You never know what you're gonna get back. Sometimes you get the sector scans. This is not bad because it's the very first jump, you know. So I paid for 3 fuel, which I think in this sector costs 4 scrap each. So I just paid 12 scrap to get a full sector map, which isn't bad. I mean, look, you know, now I know what's the score. You know, this is gonna be fun around here. But you know, so again, like I always say, I like to go through the ships where there's a sector. Excuse me, ships where the sectors where there's a ship, because not the sectors, the beacons, because that means there's a chance for a battle, and battle means there's a chance for scrap. Let's see, he's got. Can't see the weapons on these drones. There's something poking out there, some sort of laser. He's got a drone, or I could get 15 scrap. I do always like to go. I go risky. So even though like this is a sensor station, you just get sensors, which I already have. You also get a regular, reward. So not a great reward. Better than 15 scrap though. And now we have a battle. So look at this Mantis ship with a Burst 2 and some sort of missile launcher. Probably an Artemis or Lido. No teleporter, no cloak. So I think I'll go ahead and power off the clone base so I can fire off a hack on their missiles, on their weapons, and try to prevent them from actually firing. I'm going to focus fire all 4 of my shots that I have on their guns. So they still even so they have 1 power left, and they can't power either of these guys. So that means that this is definitely a not an Artemis, but the regular 2 power missile, which does 2 damage, and this is a Burst 2, which takes 2 power as well. So they got an engine here though, so they're going to repair that quick. So my next salvo is going to be 1 shot on shields, 1 shot on weapons. No, you know what? F that. They're both going on weapons. If I can kill this guy, all the better. If I can kill the ship, even the best. Gives my chain laser a chance to power up. He's dead. So now their shield guy left shields. Yeah, I'll wait. Just to be sure, I'll wait for Charge Leader to get all the way up. Boom, boom, boom. That was thing of beauty. Didn't take a single dot of damage. Did have to use the drone, though. 39. So I'm going to go battle, battle. Battle. Yeah, I think what I'll do, so I'll go here and here, and I'll evaluate here whether I want to go to the store right away, or if I want to bounce here, go to the store, or if I want to bounce... Oh, these don't strike. So it'll be either here to store or here to store. And then I'll bounce around here. Go around the ring. 39 scrap, though. Can I do anything valuable with that right about now? No, I should really be saving for the next shield bar, which I need 100 for. And I do need some power. I'm definitely underpowered right now. So another Mantis ship, because hey, we're in Mantis space, you know. This ship, that looks like a Burst 2, and that's a Heavy 1. No, that's Burst 3. All right, so that Takes a good 20 seconds to fire, so this guy takes just under 16 when not upgraded, but I've got this guy to upgrade 20%. So I don't even... this guy, their heavy will fire once and hit my shields, but I'll be able to get off a salvo of both these guys before this burst 3 launches fires. So let's see how this goes. Since I'm not going to use a hack drone, I'm going to put that back in my engines. Woohoo! Another dodge. So you can see how far it is to charge up, and there we go. My weapons are good to go. Alright, well, I got a hit on it, and they chose wisely to power down the heavy one and let their burst 3 fire its 5 shots, and good luck to me, huh? That did not go the way I hoped. But I do have, you know, I'll fire another salvo here. And I'm okay here. I took a little bit more damage than I wanted, which is to say I took any damage, but I got them on the run here. Man, they got a lot of shield and weapon power, I'll tell you what. And there's a fire in their weapons, because you saw it pop before my shots got off, so I will take my time on this last salvo, make sure that everything's ready. Oh, hello, enemy ship. Wow, if only I had an ion... I do have an ion weapon to shut down their... see, their crew is so weak, it'd be great. Well, if I managed to... It would have to... Okay, I'd have to really time this perfectly. If I fire one shot from the charge to hit the shield, get my stunner shot in there to stun the crew while they're injured. And you know what? It's not worth it. Bye-bye, Mantis. Man, my hole is not a happy place, but I have a plan, and I like my plan. The plan is save up for shields. Kazthwack's final kill before maturity. Alright, so this is great, look at this. So they'll beam over their one Mantis on their pad, but they got a clone bay. And they have, that's a burst, it looks like 2 basic lasers. And I was right, 2 basic lasers. So they will be able to get through my shields, assuming one shot gets through. And I stupidly didn't have this guy in the right place, so I'm gonna take some damage. Ironic that O2 is hit. I really don't want Layla to die, so I'll move her out here. Move him up here, and I've got while I wasn't paying attention, I got a full salvo ready. Really, when they have 2 shields bubbles, I'd like to hit their shields first, but I don't, you know, they're gonna wreck my weapons, so... I mean... Alright, so I took out one of their shield bars. They do have an NG on board. You see he's leaving, so he'll be able to repair that quite quickly. You know what? I'm getting close to losing a crew member, so I'm going to keep Clone Bay powered just in case. Get Luan back to weapons, and once piloting is powered up again, I will... Alright, 2 hits on weapons, that's great. Oh, actually, this won't be O2'd until Aisha finishes her repair. And of course, there's no... That's okay, so... Next salvo's gonna be on shields. Alright, you can make it. Boarding NG. Good luck, buddy. More power to you. They don't have a clone bay, so they teleported their Mantis back without a clone bay. Dumb. So if I were an evil man, I would shoot down their clone bay, send a guy to sensors, figure out where their Mantis is, and just shoot him. And because I'm not a nice man, I'm going to do just that. So as soon as this energy's down, you're going to sensors to figure out where the mantis is. Oh, he died anyway. He must have died in a fire, so... I get a free laser charge of 4. Charge 4, whatever. Connect 4. And some scrap. You know, I really kind of want to fix that hull breach, but I kind of like it. It's kind of nice and decorative. I have no intention of powering this up. Charge 4 is not a particularly good weapon. So, I mean, it takes 5... I mean, a charge 1 is 6 seconds per shot. So you get basically a basic laser that fires, you know, every 6 seconds. Charge 3 is 5 seconds, so it's a basic laser to get 5. You know, so I mean, you can, you know, fire quickly. It just needs a lot of power. So, I mean, I don't like... You know, I could fire this up with a stunner. I mean, you know... The charge lasers do give you an advantage of versatility, but not my style. So yeah, I'm weak. I want to go there to the store. I want to repair up. Let's see. So here we go. We're starting to have crew that have skills. I don't really want Mantis on piloting. That's a waste, and my pilot already has good stuff. And I don't really want any more crew members that aren't Lanius, you know? Scrap recovery arm is never worth it, really. These weapons, not really my style. And none of these, I mean, backup DNA bank is nice for clone ships, clone-based ships, you know? Means you never lose your, you never run out of crew. You know, it's nice. But let's repair first. And let's see. We can definitely sell this charge. I don't see myself ever powering up this layout. If I do buy the backup DNA bank, that'll be my last augment. Tough call. You know what? I'm not going to buy it because I really want that second shield bubble, and I'm so close to it. So, save my scrap. Let's go fight some battles. Mantis on the remains of a human freighter. So, oh man, look at this ship. I don't like the looks of this at all. You're gonna pound me in the butthole. Federal, pound me in the ass prison. Buy myself some time with a hack. Tell you, the level 1 hack's nice, but the level 2 and 3 hack, oh boy. It's like a party. Alright, they still can hit me. You know, this heavy's gonna fire, and then the basic will come through right after it. I don't care that my doors are not on. But I've already got full power here, so let's do another salvo. Man, they must have like 1 engine bar, because they can't evade for shit. Like, let's take those shields down. Yeah, they got 1 evade. And again, they had an extra bar of, you know, just for shits and giggles. Oh, great. Okay, that's gonna hit. Not what I want to happen. You know what? No. When their weapons come around the fire, I'm gonna turn off O2 for a second and power up engines, just to get the extra evasion, the extra 5 evasion while that shot is in the air. Okay, they're down to 1 shield bar and more importantly, 1 health bar. Woohoo! Dodged it. Kaboom! Yeah, I suppose I should repair the doors. But I got 100! 2 shield bars. And that's where I'm going to end it tonight. I think Bear, you're the only one still watching, if anybody's watching. But that was fun. So, I'm going to go ahead and put my crew here. I never even did set the battle stations, but I'll set the stations and I shall quit. Good night, everybody.